Oh, the lockdown was extremely costly because you're talking about zero income, zero, because we were closed, and there was no money coming in. Uh, to put a dollar and cents figure to it, it would definitely be in the thousands because there was no one coming. You know, the shop was closed down. So, luckily, unlike a food store, none of our stock would have dwindled or diminished because it's a barber shop, so direct service. So that was the only good thing. We didn't have to worry about stock being having to throw away or anything like that. It was just a case of counting your losses from not having an income, which was pretty tough. And I know that barbers in the entire Barbados, the entire world, you saw them crying out on social media and crying out on television because they know that not having an income with because of a direct service could be very detrimental. But Sheraton have been very good in terms of obviously there was no rent you had to pay and no electricity, no water. So it was just a case where you felt like if you were not working, you were just unemployed for a 2 month, even a 9 week period. And that's cruel, that's tough, but that's just how the COVID-19 shaped with everyone. It was not a case where we were just the only people affected. It was several other artisans and several other workers that would have been affected. So we just happened to be one in the industry that it affected. Well, you know, like anything else, it takes a while to get accustomed to change. But I think the new measures will enhance the industry rather than affect it. I think so far people, like clients, have gotten adjusted to the new measures, the new rules, the new temperature being taken before you get your hair cut, and the new sense of cleanliness that has to be part and parcel of what happens around the industry. So it's taken some getting accustomed to, but I think that step by step, everybody in the entire industry has done what they have to do, and it's worked out quite well. Yeah, well, actually, we had to delay the opening of the barbershop when it was announced by the Honorable Prime Minister Mia Motley that barbershops were allowed to open. We could not open at the date that she said that we were allowed to because we had to make some infrastructural changes. Perhaps because we have a lot of barbers, we had to space them out a bit more. So we had to cut the stations down. The stations had to be cut from being so big to smaller stations. So we put compartments between the stations. And the compartments between the stations, we were able to spread them out a bit more, and then we had to cut down the waiting area because that obviously was not going to be like what it was before. So the changes were a bit costly, but they were for the better because we have a better product